There's a lot of things, a lot of big things that have been updated, and honestly, it's a bit hard to comprehend everything. I haven't seen a great place that consolidates it, but we'll go over things pretty quickly, and I'll give you the recap. Okay, number one, Covenant updates. Players who reach max renown for their Covenant will be able to freely switch among all 4 Covenants without cooldown or restriction. There it is, dude. This is what everyone's been asking for since October. Actually, before October, in the beta. On the alpha. It's seriously, like, unbelievable that it's taken this long. It took a lawsuit from California. We should really be... No, I'm not going to make a joke about that. Cosmetic rewards, including pets and mounts, okay, that have been earned from the Covenant, so therefore available regardless of the membership. Great. It's a freaking video game. Let us just play the game. Covenant switching and the use of cosmetics rewards will be applied to all alternate characters once the renown threshold is reached on one character. Great. It's a goddamn video game. So let's freaking go. Complete conduit energy is being removed. Let's go. The dumbest change. No offense, Blizzard. I think you're great at some things, but this was your worst, one of the worst things ever. I actually think domination sockets are probably my least favorite thing that has ever been added to the game, because there was so little knowledge about it, because it was just so complicated and convoluted. It's extremely RNG random to get, and apparently it's really significant. All of those things together, I actually, dude, corruptions made more sense than domination sockets. Come at me, chat. Come at me. Now next, completing a Covenant campaign on one character will allow the alternative characters to apply the ability to skip the same Covenant's campaign, earning the renown and the 3rd soulbind unlock. This is huge because I was doing the Covenant class campaign on my alts, my rogue, my other classes. Once this goes into effect, I do not have to do that campaign. I don't have to grind renown because I will instantly catching up, earning the renown and the 3rd soulbind unlock immediately. That just saves me hours of me wasting my time doing shit in the game that doesn't matter. I don't like it. It's not doing anything good, dude. Huge. Okay, we're gonna go through some of the other changes. There's the decision behind the changes. You want to know what the decision is? The decision was to listen. Finally, thank you. Saves you weeks, literal weeks. Yes. Now there's some other huge changes to gearing, which makes the things so much more alt friendly. It actually makes it viable. It's a really big deal. This is like a real big deal. But I will also say I do think it is a bit late to save so many people from leaving the game. Now, new character customizations, I'm gonna be honest with you, this stuff's cool, but I don't really focus on it. You know what I'm saying? Next one, okay, so introducing Legion time walking, cool, whatever. Maw introduction skippable, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. One of the longest intros is now skippable. Oh my goodness, this took a while, but there it is. Thank God. We are so excited about this. This is another barrier to alts that did nothing. Heck yeah, dude. Next one, Island Expeditions or solo, who cares? Talent, this is an interesting one. Now that I'm gonna be honest with you, they left it open-ended, which makes me think that it's not gonna be as awesome as we think it is, because it never is. We always come up with much more creative, awesome, grandiose ideas that it is even possible to be done. Now that is talent and ability improvements. In 9.1, we are working on additional updates to a variety of class talents and class abilities, including conduits, rune carving, covenant. I'm gonna be honest with you, this kind of seems like a grasp for like saying, hey, we're doing more, but to be honest with you, it could be tuning. If I think about the types of changes they could make to abilities and tuning in general, it would be like, I could see them just nerfing a lot of stuff, which is weird. But class talents this is like such a risky thing to say. There's so many dead talents that all these different classes have. Why would they say that they're gonna update talents? This is a risky play, because if you say you're gonna update things, people are gonna immediately say, well, okay, well, I don't ever take this, or like, I should say like this. I never take those. So that should be updated, right? No, risky. Another talent row would be an interesting addition. I also think if they, make Wind Rush for the raid. If they swap some things around, that would be cool. But if you're like thinking across every class and every spec, this is a really interesting thing to word. Basically, conduits, rune carving, covenants. Basically, they're saying they're going to tune everything. What you look at this ability improvements. This means to me, this means playability, that type of thing. Okay. Allied race unlocks. That's fine. Additional travel points in the Maw. I don't care. Make me allow me to fly in the Maw. That'd be cool. Remote anima turn-ins. Okay. Transmog linking. Okay. Alt leveling improvements. A variety of improvements will be introduced in support of a smoother experience in leveling alternative alt characters in Shadowlands, such as alts. Additional ranks of heirloom upgrades. Okay, so XP, basically the leveling speed, and improvements to Threads of Fate, such as addition of Torghast as an option and renown gains for completing bonus objectives. Okay, I like the, my favorite part of everything they've said here is not the Torghast, it's not the renown, it's heirlooms. Speed that sucker up, let's freaking let's get going, you know? PvP gear, this is a huge one for you playing alts in PvP. Lower item level PvP gear will now scale to a higher item level in PvP situations than before. This will now reduce the power level gap so that new characters can feel that they're able to compete in battlegrounds and arenas more readily. This change will not affect high level gear. Now, I'm not jumping on the PTR right now, but let me tell you one thing. If they're just talking about adjusting the lower ends of Conquest, that would be a big problem. What they should be doing here is, in my opinion, is making the honor-only gear, the stuff you buy with casual honor points to buy, they should be jacking that up to like 3 item levels lower than Conquest gear, in my honest opinion. Otherwise, it's going to be useless still because of the cost benefit of you spending all your honor like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'd say. Rune carving recipes. Drop rate of rune carving recipes is increased by 100%. Okay. BFA, don't care. All right, so that's it. That's it, boys. When you come, millions of players experience Shadowlands for the first time through the lens of the Covenant. Okay, dude, they need to just be honest, man. Be honest. Hey, we wanted to listen to you. We know. Where do they say we know it's late? Yeah, they don't really say that. Yeah, repeat playthroughs on alts. Yeah, no, it's never better on alts. It's no one ever wants to experience the same thing twice on alts. Come on. Maybe they echo the element of baseline. That would be amazing. So that's what I would say. There is so much here, though. I'm going to be honest with you. There's so many things. Like, what the heck is this? Starting gear armor sets? Oh, that's kind of cool. But I think that's it. So those are the changes, guys. That's what I think about it. I mean, to be honest with you, I personally think that this is a bit late. The people that have quit the game are not coming back. I would guess more than 50% of the people that have left the game are not coming back. And if you've seen the numbers from the Value War videos, you're going to be pretty sad about that because the number is absolutely insanity. But for those of us that are still here, I think that this will be good for alts. I do like the alt adjustments, mainly the Renown, Covenant, all that shit. Way better. That is so much better. That's going to make me have a better time on my warrior. It's going to have me have a much better time on my rep paladin. It's going to make me have a better time on my rogue. It makes me feel like I can do alts, and I can do alts faster. Now, I guess the question will be in terms of PvP gearing, is that going to speed it up enough? And are they going to just change like conquest lower level, like 1 out of 5 conquest? Like they could do changes like instead of 1 out of 5, they just skip it so you start at 2, right? Like that would be bad. That would be a bad change. The best change they could do here is make honor like 2-4 item levels below conquest. That sounds like a little bit like people might be like, what? No, F it, dude. Just do it. Like, let us keep playing the game. Do stuff like this more. I think they need to be putting out stuff like this, honestly, like monthly. The fact that we haven't had a content update in so long doesn't make any sense, dude. The rate at which Blizzard needs to come out with updates has to be faster. Other games have seasons, very fixed duration. WoW doesn't exactly do that. They do it with the raids, and they do it based on raid releases. They need to change that model, especially because a raid can be replayed with another class and have a pretty good amount of fun by gearing that up, etc. Or even PvP can be played on a different character. It refreshes the content, but only if you change balancing. Balancing needs to change monthly. I would say every 2 weeks, they should be changing levers, shifting stuff around. Like, oh, we saw there's like so many ferals just crushing kids with Convoke and 2 shots like Soulscape. Well, we're going to nerf that. Okay, but we're at the same time, we're going to buff some other class. Like, keep it shaken up. If things keep shaking up enough, people won't keep re-rolling classes. That's the goal, should be, in my opinion. Blizzard should want people to pick a class they like to play, and then that should be good enough. And then they can work on that and progress that, and then they won't have as many issues with alting. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Now, I don't know if they're going to do overall balance tuning for content, like, for example, Mythic Pluses with Ellie, like you guys are saying, but this is what I think. I really think they need to tune things just in general on the regular. And that's what it's about. So that's what I think, guys. That's what I think.